I recently saw an alleged healer trying to weaponize triggers, and I wanted to make a video addressing that. This is something that I hate in the spiritual community. We have these fake ass love and light chicks who pretend like they're loving. They pretend like they're light beings. They pretend like they're elevated. They pretend like they're aligned, right? But they're ignorant. They don't know shit about fuck. They don't know nothing about healing. And it shows. When you encounter a healer who tries to weaponize you being triggered and being mature, grounded, healed, and balanced enough to trigger through and not be reactive, run. That broad is not a freaking healer. She's not. She's an egotistical monster who is using spiritual bypassing and ego to make it seem like she's wise. What really are triggers? Triggers really are just the metaphysical way of your subconscious making you consciously aware of what needs to be healed. Said more simply, triggers simply reveal what deserves more healing attention. People don't trigger you. It's not that, that person triggered. No. Experiences that you have trigger you so that you can be revealed to yourself what requires and deserves and desires some loving, healing attention. And the only way out is through. When you are triggered, right? The goal is it's not that you're not healed. You're not triggered because you're not healed. You're triggered because there's something that you didn't realize had impacted you, and it is asking for you to recognize not only the impact that it's had on you, which is often negative and detrimental, but it's also asking you to address it. That's all it is. So if one person is triggered and they express that something triggered them, and then that triggers another person, and that person results to ego and spiritual bypassing and projections and blame and slander and libel and lies and gossip, the trigger you experienced wasn't just you being triggered. That was your intuition when letting you know that bitch is up to something. Get the fuck away from her. Period. Point blank. And the sooner that you honor that, your body, your soul itself is alerting you to something that is not good for you, not healthy for you, that is going to cost you in the long term, and you ignore it because you are more interested in pleasing someone else and you care more about how they view you, which you shouldn't. Why do you give a fuck what someone thinks of you? Why? What makes them so important? Because let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about me or has to say about me. What you think and what you say don't put no money in my bank account. It don't put no food in my pantry. It don't put no orgasms in my PUSSY. I don't give a fuck. And that is the attitude we need to have when it comes to the way that people look at us, their perceptions of us, their judgments of us, and what have you. Because when we start caring more about the negative presumptions and assumptions that people will ascribe to us because we have triggered them, and instead of them triggering through the experience so that they can grow and evolve their own soul, they're going to attack you. When you submit to that, you're neglecting, abandoning, and wounding your own soul. And baby, I cannot abide by that. So triggers exist to help us. Triggers are not bad. You're supposed to trigger through. A very wise woman told me that we're supposed to trigger through, not stop and bitch and fall apart. We are supposed to have the experience, see what it's trying to reveal to us, see what lessons it's trying to expose to us, see what warnings it's trying to get us to pay attention to and take heed, and move on in love and in the soul light that guides you. Ashe, Selah, Svaha.